Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Penguin Zero put out a video that was just like it's a pretty bog standard Penguin Zero video. He happened to find one of those like I'm rich and therefore I know everything gurus, and then and he just talked about it. It's one of those things you see on the YouTube commercials, the TikTok commercials, the Instagrams, where the guy's like, look guys, I got a bunch of money. I can steal your girl without even thinking. In fact, I've already done so since you began this video. It's like one of those, classic Andrew Tate style, like, just fake, like, confidence and all kinds of, like, I got the power, that kind of stuff. And, it was a pretty funny standard video. He just started pointing out some hilarious things about the videos. And the dude responded in just the absolute worst way. Like, the guy could have absolutely just kept his mouth shut. Or even just like, I think if he would have genuinely just looked at the video and been like, bro, that's cringe, and then moved on, I think he would have maybe even won the quote-unquote battle. But but no, it got way worse, and I didn't even care about this situation until the response. So we're watching that right now. Let me go ahead and switch this over to Penguin Zero. My goodness. And he just dropped this video literally... Oh, I didn't even notice. He dropped a day ago. I can't believe I missed... No, this is from a day ago. The one he just dropped... an hour ago. So he dropped the response an hour ago. Oh, I'm losing my mind. We're doing this. All right, let's go.
I'm sure you've all heard the...
This is hilarious. See, I normally don't want to do drama, but when it's funny, hilarious drama, like just the kind of stuff that's like, oh my goodness, people, like you exist. Okay, wasn't expecting to do this at all. Let me go ahead and drop the audio on Hogwarts. Sorry. Drop audio. Thank you. Okay, my dudes, we're playing it. The video is called This Guy's Pathetic. I'm posting this up. I'm so sorry to everyone that wanted to see more Hogwarts. We're gonna continue. I just have to friggin' watch this, dude. It's hilarious. And I want you guys to see it because it's just so funny. So I did watch this original 10-minute video before, but y'all gotta check this out.
I'm sure you've all heard the expression, fake it till you make it.
Yes, we have.
Take a look at what happens when all you do is fake it without ever making it. You end up like this loser we're about to take a look at today. A guy who has become a complete parody of self-confidence, but without any level of self-awareness. He portrays himself as an extremely successful, extremely rich guy that would have no problem at all stealing your wife right out from under your nose. It's beautiful stuff that he talks about.
Poetry, my dude. It's absolute poetry.
And we both pull up and we go to your girl. Odds are I'm gonna take that bitch. If you compared me to you, you're not gonna win that battle.
Bros out.
Right off the bat, I feel like the vast majority of women would not want you calling them the B word, good sir.
You're rocking that man dark
and any of the ladies that I have dated would slap you. If Killer Bee's in the chat, tell him what it is.
In a rented McLaren. This guy's entire personality.
Oh, Killer Bee would smack him up.
Real life Mr. Krabs, but with even skinnier arms.
I'm just saying, all the females I've met don't like that.
He's entitled to women, and women find him
Go figure, right?
You can tell by looking at him, this was no jock in high school. This wasn't exactly the prom king.
You think these are little claw marks on my cheeks? That's how many monkey ladies have slapped me around.
Businesses are now. He has a 9-figure business. He has all of this money. Though I don't necessarily take him at his word, because I just don't believe a fucking word this guy says.
So the next time you think that your girl's on lock, I got the keys to the castle, motherfucker.
I have no...
Keys have moats and drawbridges. They don't have doors and locks typically, do they?
Doubt he spent hours trying to cook up that finishing line. Right.
At least I haven't had to unlock any freaking
the castle.
Any doors at Hogwarts.
Business is because the only thing he shows that's worth
Half the
money
cough.
is his car, the McLaren. He's made like 1,000 shorts about how much money he spends filling up a McLaren's tank, or how often he drives his McLaren, and that is the only thing worth a lot of money.
I'll admit, I never understood people buying fancy cars.
So that leads me to...
Like, any vehicle you purchase, the second you drive off the parking lot of the dealership, It's just lost its value as far as I'm concerned.
That is 100% rented, or he really dumped all of his money into that one vehicle.
Because that is a used vehicle, my dude.
It's
an instant loss of your investment.
It's a nice place, but it's not exactly like a super mega mansion you would expect someone with a 9-figure business to own. And he's not wearing a ton of ice or anything like that, and he's clearly a guy who loves to flex because he's always talking about his wealth and his success, yet the only thing you can ever see from that is that McLaren. Now, this may be like a tinfoil hat conspiracy, but I truly just think he either rents it for these videos or, even more depressingly, drained all of his finances to make that purchase with that belief that this car would be enough to convince people that he has a lot of money. Like, he specced all of his points into delusion here and is just letting it rip. Like, this McLaren means I'm successful. I gotta fake it till I make it. This is how I do it.
Here's why the gym does not matter. I'm tired of guys that are like, oh, you know, I'm going to the gym, I'm trying to get fit. I feel like I have a pretty decent tone.
Did douchebag Slenderman hit you with that jump scare in the beginning?
So douchebag Slenderman. No.
Because he's skinny and insecure. So you going to the gym is offensive to him. It's pretty pathetic. You don't want to go to the gym, that's fine. Buddy's out here built like two french
Bro, people don't go to the
fries,
gym just to get buff. You realize that, right? Gyms are really great stress reliefs. Highly recommended, actually. Ooh, get on that treadmill, play some anime movies. Oh, it's the dream. The American dream.
You pull up to the gym, making less than 10K a month, pulling up in your bullshit fucking Corolla, and I pull up in my McLaren. It's not even a contest, dude. No one gives a fuck about your muscles. Most of the guys that go to the gym, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're
Bro, have you drifted on a Corolla? Like, you don't know jack squat about cars, do you? Dude, because I will freaking drift on a freaking Corolla. Oh, you don't even know, dude. Those messed up tires, I ain't keeping them. You do not drift in a nice vehicle, I'll tell you that much. And if you do, you are what is wrong with you? Never, first of all, if you're gonna drift, never ever drift in a nice vehicle. Second of all, if you're gonna anyways, don't do it on a nice pair of tires. Get yourself some spares, my dude.
Stupid. All that pre-workout that you're taking is making you more stupider.
So
you know how you drive with a McLaren? You drive the speed limit. Nice and slow. Why? Because you show off in front of your friends, but then you don't want to mess up your fancy car.
Unless you're making over 10K a month, you don't have the right to go to the gym. Like, he's not even making a point. Like,
that is like a freaking 5K repair for that scratch paint, my dude.
Things from Alibaba. Like, he's not even.
I'm making that number up, by the way.
Some kind of point. He's just like, you're stupid for going to the gym because you're making less than 10K.
How's it going? Boxing. Hope you're having yourself a lovely day.
Dumb muscle man.
We were playing Hogwarts, but I just swapped over to reactions because of this. It's a little freaking hilarious.
Right now to think that this was a good idea.
Here's why you got to break up with your girlfriend.
Life's good, my dude. Hope you're having a great one as well.
That girls need a man.
We're just laughing along with some of these.
How the fuck are you gonna protect and provide for your girl?
Man's out here crazy.
I love he has to use Grand Theft Auto footage instead of his quote-unquote actually owned McLaren. Can I react to a song? Yes, my dude, as long as it's not a one that will be like flagged by YouTube specifically. Earlier today, we reacted to Girl DM's song. Oh goodness, what was the name of it? We were reacting to the new one the Girl DM just dropped.
Man who can protect and provide for them. If you're not making at least
awesome, my dude, post it up in the comments. I'll send it over to my mods. They'll check it out and let me know.
You're boofing crazy pills. You don't need to be making 10K a month in order to protect your girlfriend. You have absolutely no meat on your bones whatsoever. The only foe you're equipped to handle is if the gingerbread men from Shrek tried to attack your girl, then maybe you could fend them off. But everyone above the age of 18 and weighing more than 100 pounds, it's going to be a tough tussle. And making more than 10K a month doesn't enable you to magically protect her better.
Oh, Tom's Diner. I love Tom's Diner. Who covered it? Let me know. We'll Google. We'll search it. We're going to go through this one and the response, and then we can definitely watch that real quick before moving on back to the gameplay.
She's with me, and I make more than 10K a month.
Awesome. Oh, I love German bands. Yeah, my dude, post it.
The place to get them away. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's just pure delusion. Now, I guess, like, he's not wrong. If you make more money, you can provide.
Oh, Chaos would love that. Chaos, if you're in the chat, dude. Dude loves. Is it Ramstein? Who is it? Ramstein?
Break up with your girl.
It's cool that she's sticking with you right now because you're trying to build yourself. But at the same time, if some guy like me comes up and gets in the way, she's going to choose me over you because I can provide more. In this feast or famine world, women will always pick the best case scenario because they don't want to get hurt. And you being broke as fuck definitely hurts.
What hurts more than being broke is being broke. But
Yeah, my dude,
pretending
post a
you're
link.
not like this guy.
I don't think
It's
the
so-
Twitch
I don't know if you actually
should give
believe
you
you should be
issues with
selling
that. At
or
least
just
I haven't
only
set
to
it
try
up
and
that
get
way.
people to,
YouTube,
like,
you can
sign
post
up to
links
courses or
on my
anything
chat.
like that. I'm really not sure if he actually like loves the smell of his own farts or if it all is an act. I couldn't tell you. Either way, it's to
Thank you,
further
my
the goal
dude.
of making money off the back of desperate people who see this and think that this guy is actually super successful and is trying to give
Oop, there we
them
go.
the secrets to
Tom's Diner,
success.
bye.
It's
I got it on the side
all
here,
just
pulled up.
another guru scam, but I find him particularly entertaining because he's doing the bare minimum.
Perfect.
He
We'll
didn't
check
even
that out
bother
after
to
this, my
invest
dude.
in his own body to look the part, so he's not in
Ooh,
good
that first
shape.
shot, though.
He didn't
I
bother
like
to
it.
even really pretend to have a
The
lot of
silhouette.
money aside from that
Sick.
McLaren that he shows from time to time, and he's just saying.
I wonder who
things
directed
that
it.
other
I'm about to check
gurus
that out, too.
say. And I don't know if he's actually found real success. I know he has quite a bit of botted engagement that I've seen online, at least as of everything I've been able to research from it. But other than that, I don't know if anyone.
Bro,
even
how are all
believes
these people
his
getting
act.
bots?
I'd be
I can't
surprised
even
if they
figure
did,
it out
because
myself. I want
he's
bots.
very bad at it. Also, just to explain,
I
why
probably
he's
won't do it, but
driving
I mean,
underneath the
goodness.
Video, it's because it's a TikTok thing where
I've seen
everyone
so
needs
many
perpetual
people on YouTube do it.
stimulation,
Like, are they just handing these out like
monkeys,
is
so
Oprah out
any
here
video
just handing
where
them out
it's
like
talking,
candy?
They play like Subway Surfers or anything engaging.
Maybe it's more of a
game
Twitch thing. I don't
underneath to
know,
keep
but I really
views
want to get
pushing.
involved more with
It's
Twitch as well. So
pathetic.
you know.
TikTok has absolutely rotted brains where people need like absolute activity at every single moment. They can't just listen to talk.
Unless it costs money, because
So
I'm
if you
broke.
always wondered what
I will
dating
say
an
that. There's
entrepreneur
one thing
looks
this guy
like,
gets
this
right.
is
I
what the
am
fuck it
very
looks
broke.
like. I don't cook. I don't clean. I got whiteboards all over the place.
You
My
don't
setup's
cook
there.
or
This
clean.
is like my sanctuary.
That's
No one
nasty,
fucks
bro.
with me here. As far as a fridge, it's pretty fucking awful.
You should
So I got
absolutely be
beer,
cleaning.
Happy Dads, Gatorade. Oh, dude, Bel Air bottle, champagne. I got these Dunkin' Donut ice
I feel like
coffees.
everybody on
Lunch or dinner,
Instagram
I'll go
has a
for beer.
freaking bot
Yeah,
now.
dude,
What is
I
up
will
with that?
never fucking cook. This
Where are you
will
getting
never
all these
be
bots?
used. I don't even know why.
Who's
I
selling
fucking
bots?
admit.
And here's the look at the house I mentioned. It's clearly a cozy spot. It's a nice house. It's not a super elaborate house. This is not a mega mansion or anything like that. So if he's a super successful 9-figure guy who loves to flex,
Admittedly,
everything,
though, it's so
why would you
easy to
live
tell
in a
if
house
someone's
like
body,
this? It
though.
doesn't
Literally,
make any
just
sense. That doesn't really track.
like
I also love the
100%.
whole
It's
whiteboard
like
thing.
it's
You
it's
probably
it's
watched one
always
video
going to
on,
be
like,
like
it's important to write down your
1,000
goals
like
or whatever as
concurrent
an
viewers
entrepreneur. So he
and
bought,
nobody
like, 9
chatting, you
whiteboards
know?
and hung them all up and filled them with gibberish nonsense. I tried zooming in on the frame where it focuses on a whiteboard, but I couldn't make it out because his handwriting looks like he wrote it while he was getting hit by an earthquake, so it's completely illegible for the most part. But I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I freaking love the way he explains some stuff.
He
It's
had a check
nuts.
mark next to it, meaning he must have done like agility drills. I suppose I could be reading it incorrectly, but I'm almost positive it said just agility on.
Oh,
one
bro,
bit.
he's a
Maybe it's,
Fallout
like,
character.
Wednesday
No
goals,
wonder.
and he's like skilled right now, so he's working on agility.
Me,
and
I am
he's
from
developing
California,
a
my
certain
dude.
amount of XP. I don't know. Very goofy regardless, though.
Here's just a couple of signs that your girlfriend might be cheating. Number one is she's not texting you as readily as you've used to.
Easiest way to know
What?
cheating is, did she ever find that you
Or
bought
she's
this
busy,
course?
dude. What do you
If she did,
mean?
she's absolutely cheating. No doubt. And you deserve it. Why the fuck would you buy a course from a guy like this?
Yeah.
So embarrassing. Like, he actually just went to like WikiHow and just started copying articles on like how to tell if your girl is cheating, 7 life hacks for that. And then he just starts
How to tell if your
regurgitating
girlfriend's
here.
cheating.
But anyway,
Have
I
you
could go
seen
on
her
and on.
macking
There's
on some
so
other
many
rando?
embarrassing shorts he's made,
You're
but
from
there's no
Poland.
reason to just
Oh,
keep
awesome, dude.
going
2
over it.
a.m.
Just wanted to
Goodness. Why are you up
showcase
so
some of
late,
the
my
better
dude?
ones here and
Were you
talk about
listening
it a
to
little bit.
the Tom's Diner cover? That's awesome. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, we'll get to that. Don't worry. But the reason why I've already seen this particular video, I wanted to bring it up because the dude responded to Penguin Zero, and it is the most hilarious response, man. The guy should have just let that 10-minute video come and go. I didn't even pay attention to that previous video. I didn't even care about that previous video. It was just a cut for 10-minute little bit. But then he responds, and it made the whole situation just 1,000 times better.
I like to spend
Check
a
it
lot
out.
of time and play around in the pig pen when it comes to internet beef.
Let me increase the
I
audio a
usually
little
like
bit.
to put that beef on a taco and just eat it one time, and I don't think there's any reason to go back for seconds.
I'm so all right. You know what?
typically-
I got you, bro. Because this is an 18-minute one. 2 a.m. just for you. Let's react to Tom's Diner. Song break me in between the drama. I got you.
The cycle of life.
Okay, we could start this one from the beginning, my dudes. Go, Penguin Zero. Oh, bro, that was great though, for real.
It's not often I like to spend a lot of time and play around in the pig.
Tom's Diner, bro. Oh, I'm gonna fall asleep to that song too. I can guarantee it, dude. Because I have fallen asleep to Tom's Diner. I put it on when it's raining. Now I have another great song for a different. It has a different vibe too.
I'll make a video on something or someone, make jokes about it, talk about it, and then that person will respond with their own jokes, saying their own piece. And that's that. That's
I will, Watson. Thank you so much, my dude. Thank you.
That's just
I'm assuming you're going to sleep now, 2 a.m. in Poland, my dude.
Like to go back and
awesome stuff, bro. Hope you have yourself a wonderful day, bro. Or stick
It
around
feels
and
more
check
like
out this
milking a
reaction with us, my
situation
dude.
than
Either
actually,
or.
like, making it
Thank you for swinging by.
or just generally talking about something. Of course, I have done it in the past a few times where it really feels like it's an important situation and one that I really do need to respond to again, or if it's just a highly wild one and I just have that little devil on my shoulder that I can't persuade otherwise, and it forces me to make yet another video about something silly. But usually I steer clear of it, and today is one of those special cases where I am going to be responding to someone's response. 2 days ago now, I made a video on a self-proclaimed super wealthy guru who was talking about how he could take your girl because he has so much money, and if you make less than 10K a month, you shouldn't go to the gym. You're a fucking idiot if you go to the gym. It was just really embarrassing stuff, and I was just pointing out how silly and stupid all of it was, just making fun of him. And he didn't take too kindly to it, so he put on his extra small big boy pants and said, "Alright, bub, so you want to tussle with the lack of muscle? I'll challenge you to a fight." So he made a fight declaration to me to, like, box me.
I'll be real with you. This is where I paused it. I said, I gotta react to it.
When you challenge someone to a fight because they made jokes about you, I feel like you lose on the spot because all you're showing is that the jokes hurt your feelings.
You don't like my
they got
movie?
Under your skin. So now you're coping with this defense mechanism of,
fight me.
I'll beat you.
What was it for House of the Dead? Great video game. And I don't know why Uebo wanted to fight the dude who criticized it.
Now, let's walk through this hypothetical. Let's say I took up the malnourished Martian on his fight offer, and he beats my ass.
And for those who don't know, Uebo was a director who got famous for 2 main reasons. One, he used to make very terrible video game movies, like with just like Blood Rain, and would just make a terrible movie, and then he would file it as like a loss of business and get tax frickin' benefits for it. Or not benefits, but tax breaks for it. Intelligent dude. But anytime anyone would criticize his horrible movies, he would challenge them to box him, and one dude actually did it, and Uebo won.
Brutalizes me somehow. He takes his McLaren out,
made him an instant legend. Of course, a very cringy, a cringe lord, and an absolute. You know, he's known as the guy who, if you can hurt his feelings with words, and he will fight you.
What does that change about everything I've said about him? It's all still the truth. All the jokes are still applicable. It's just never fully computed with me because it always comes across as even whinier and more pathetic, at least in my eyes. And I'm sure the reason he's doing it is just for the sake of soaking up as much.
It is some like fifth, like elementary school level of like.
All of this for views. So I have no doubt
you hurt my feelings.
But what if I was
I want to fight you now. Violence.
I feel like that would be his legitimate worst nightmare.
It's like Will Smith with the Chris Brown thing. I can't handle you using bad words.
Not even in his dreams, because his bones would shatter. And let's not forget.
Like, come on, dude. My 1-year-old nephew friggin' has more self-restraint than you, Will Smith.
They don't play nice. But being in great shape doesn't correlate to being a great fighter. So who knows? Maybe this guy absolutely could slap me around in a physical fight. But we won't find out because I don't plan on accepting the offer regardless.
That is true, but then again, Penguin Zero, you invented God Slap, which is, I feel like, you probably did some kind of research. You might have a little bit of more knowledge on the arts of slapping.
By this guy Penguins, whatever his name is.
Brother, you have the video up on the screen. What do you mean Penguins, whatever his name is? You could have just opened your eyes.
That is just the cringiest insult.
Can you read? It's Penguin Z.
Can you read? No.
He's talking a bunch of crap about my video. So we're gonna respond.
He's too rich to read. He has someone who reads for him. Okay.
Massively triggered. I just want to take advantage of the views.
Oh
so
no!
We're gonna get right into this.
What are you doing so close to me, my dude?
Little weasel's already lying. I wasn't talking crap about his videos.
Come on, man, back up.
I was talking shit about his videos.
Yeah, I don't only own a McLaren.
Ah, get in my face, bro. Come on. The bubble has to push me out of the way every time. What are you doing?
Convertible
Come on,
drop top.
Come on, a little bit of privacy here. What's wrong with you?
Got a yellow Maserati, then got bored, and I was like, I got to get another McLaren. So I have a McLaren, a Maserati Ghibli. That's
you got bored? Bro, get a life. What do you mean?
By the way, which costs way more than this entire fucking YouTube channel's ad revenue on a monthly basis.
And then
How do you get
Man, he's
bored
really
in a
putting that egg on
Maserati?
my face right now.
I think you messed something up. What are you talking about? You got to drive a Maserati and a McLaren and you got bored? You must just suck at driving, dude. How do you get bored?
This guy means business. He's got a lot of
What I tell you guys, he totally drives it like at speed limit.
expensive cars. Holy shit. And he sets the record straight. The McLaren
wonder you get
isn't
bored.
rented. He showed
You
the
can't drive
keys.
fast or do
And then he
anything with
mentioned
that.
he
My
puts his
beat up Mustang
Instagram
can
sticker
freaking
on the
fly.
back. So that's...
I don't care what
prefer
happens
if
to
you
it.
just rented
Girlfriend.
You put your fucking
I'm joking. Please drive safe. Please drive safe. I'm joking. Please drive safe. But but if you ever put me on an open track.
Instagram handle as a sticker on the back of your McLaren, it's already worthless now. You've ruined it.
I literally post this thing all around.
Gosh,
My Instagram
again with
sticker
the
on
bubble,
back,
bro. Come
you'll see
on.
the
What are you
videos all
doing?
over. You can't rent that every single day. Okay, so this part pisses me off because
Yeah? Does
he
it?
says the name
Tell me
wrong
why.
like 8 times in a row. It's not McLaren, it's McLaren.
So it's bad for him to mispronounce McLaren, but you can't even look right there to get his name? Okay, sure. Also, what does this have to do with all the things he insulted you with? You haven't brought up anything that
Okay, so
Big with Zero
that's how
said.
we know this guy doesn't really have a lot of status. He doesn't understand these things.
Well, you can't
The guy owns his own sports team. What are you talking about?
argue with him there. That is
His own
a
comic
bulletproof
book.
case he's presented. I wasn't pronouncing it to
Like, he actually owns his own sports team and comic book. Like,
his liking. I wasn't saying McLaren though. I was
all
just
of
saying
which
fast.
have
McLaren,
become
McLaren,
successful,
McLaren. Like,
which is
it's
pretty
not a hard
impressive for
word to
today's
pronounce.
standards,
I
I'll
don't
be
know why
honest
he's
with
trying
y'all.
to nitpick that. But anyway, I don't need to go through this with a fine-tooth comb. I'll show you the creme de la creme here. I'll give you the climax where he mentions the boxing match with me.
The funny part is that I
That
don't
is
need to
what
be
we're
in
here
shape,
for.
And you know what? I'm gonna make this statement in the video. We should
Make
do a
it.
boxing match with him because he does not. I'll box this guy. I'll do something with him because I guarantee you he can't
I'll do something. I don't know fighting terms, but I'll do something.
outrun me in a mile. Okay, I can still.
He can't outrun me in the mile? We got the Flash over here. What does that have to do? He was making fun of you for being a cringe lord, trying to show off your cars and stuff, bro.
Day with the amount of time
What does
that I
it
don't
have
work
to
out, I can
do?
still run a 6-minute mile, maybe 5.5-minute mile.
Whoa, stand back. We got ace athlete out here who could
The amount of time I don't work out, he said, you have to actually get on the treadmill to be a fast runner, or at least go to the beach and run, you know?
beat me in
P.S. If you guys want to be a fast runner, go to the beach and run in the sand. Your muscles will absolutely get
a
stronger
race,
using that.
which you absolutely could. I have no doubt about that.
At your own
I can
pace.
count on 2 fingers the people I can beat in a foot race. 1, a toddler that hasn't learned to walk yet, so he can only crawl. And 2, a 90-year-old that's using a walker. Everything else is going to be a close match. No, I don't know what
Understandable.
running has to do with boxing. The two don't really correlate. They're very different. But anyway, the boxing offer. This is what I'm saying. I find that to just be completely worthless. Like, that has nothing to do with anything I was saying at all. If I was making the claim that I could beat his ass, then that boxing challenge holds a lot of water. Then that holds a lot of weight. I was just making fun of him.
I guess,
just always
yeah,
said,
that
like,
would
if
be an
you
appropriate
challenge someone to a
response.
fight because they hurt your feelings, that's an embarrassing look for you. It'd be a very different story if I was.
Yeah,
the
you're
one
like just
being "Oh, man,
admitting.
this guy,
You're just
I beat his
admitting
ass
that you
all
can
over
get
the
your
place. I
feelings
beat him
hurt
like
with
a drum."
words.
Then
With
him
imaginary
challenging me to a
words.
fight, it's like, okay,
That
he's
have
stepping
that
up.
hold literally no
Now,
meaning
am I
except for the
gonna
meaning
follow
you
through
give
on what
them.
I was saying, and then it's on me, and then I look like a bitch if I don't. And I feel like that's not a super hot take because usually it's a fight fire with fire. So if you're getting insulted or you feel insulted because of the jokes, you insult back.
I typically try to put out the fire, if I'm being honest. Ironic, I know.
Or make jokes back. And that's the accepted.
At least I try to stop the
battle
fires
of
I don't
terms.
start.
For an example, Uwe Boll, terrible director, used to make a lot of awful films, but his big shtick that made him a legendary clown is he would challenge his harshest critics.
Oh, you actually
to
brought up
boxing.
Uwe Boll.
Critics that insulted his movies, he would challenge to a boxing
Oh,
match and he
goodness.
became an absolute laughing
Blood
stock,
rain, my
even
dude.
though somebody once accepted it and
Ah,
lost.
what else
Uwe
has he
Boll
ruined?
was
He
still the
ruined
bigger
House
joke,
of the
and in
Dead.
fact was even a larger joke.
Ah, what else
after
did he get
winning
his
against
hands
his
on?
critic. He didn't look tougher. He looked even
Bro,
stupider.
I've
It's
I've
just
like
one of-
ran them out of my brain, bro. I don't even like House of the Dead didn't even really have zombies. Like, it was like some weird like scientist in a lab on an island or
those
something.
things where
Ugh.
when you get offended and your defense is I'll fight you for it, I just feel like it's a bad look.
If I don't go to the gym, that doesn't mean I'm insecure. It means that I'm actually more confident in my.
No one called you insecure, though. I don't think anyone called him insecure. I should move my freaking thing. Yeah. There we go.
My body. I'm very talented in other areas. I don't need to have big muscles to be good or athletic at things, right? A lot of the things that we challenge ourselves with that we think that we can't achieve are all up here. It really has not a lot to do with physical.
What about lifting a car? What if you had to lift a car off of someone? That's physical. I haven't read a lot of books that taught me how to do that.
I'm a marketer. I don't need to be massively fit, okay? I like to have all my stuff up here. Doesn't mean I have to go to the gym and be this muscle maniac.
Yeah, but what if you're fat? Like, what if I'm fat? What do I have to I can't really read a book and get skinnier. I'd have to at least change my diet and like, you know, touch grass, like something. Which I don't. You know, screw that. Outside's scary, but you know.
Everybody has their own preference. I think that it's a waste of time. I think it's a mounds of insecurity.
This is the section where I was talking about his shaming of people that go to the gym and calling them fucking idiots for it. So he's immediately going off the rails into like lecture douchebag mode where he's like, well, actually, a lot of the obstacles that you encounter are mental, not physical. Like, that has nothing to do with anything right now. You're fighting some fucking ghosts. That doesn't matter.
I love that he's saying most situations. Like, you just challenge a dude to a boxing match. That's how mental is that?
The whole point was, I even mentioned, if you're confident
you
in your
immediately
body,
went to
that's great.
violence,
Why
to
are you
something
shaming
physical.
people that want to look different than you do? You shitting on people who go to the gym, insinuating that they're poor and have no right to be there unless they're making more than $10,000 a month, comes across as bitter, delusional, and insecure. And for some reason he tries to flip that around by saying, well, no, actually going to the gym portrays insecurity. Like, the delusion is almost
Yeah, guys, if you're working
impossible.
on yourself, you're insecure.
You're not even making any good points here. You're not even defending your stance very well. No one's forcing you to go to the gym. No one's twisting your arm like, hey, listen, Buster, get your ass in the gym.
Buster.
You don't have to. No
Buster
one's making you.
Scrooge.
But why are you shitting on people that do? It's not a waste of time at all. It's not even a huge time commitment to get in good shape. An hour a day and then
I need to get back to the gym.
make your health better. Like,
No, I got a
it's
treadmill
not
here, so I
even
can.
this huge
I do
detriment
that.
That's going to lead to them
before I
being
shower.
broke or anything. It's just absolute nonsense from a guy who I'm certain has never picked up anything heavy in
Shout
his
out
life.
to Auntie
Look at a
Monkey
person
for the
who
treadmill, my
lifts
dude.
And a person who doesn't lift but has a lot of skill sets and has high intellect. The guy with a lot of intellect, with a lot of path and purpose and skill sets, it's gonna win. Just because you can lift things doesn't mean you're smart. It just means that you can just lift shit.
No, I don't think anyone in the history of ever has anyone made the claim that lifting things makes you intelligent. Unless you're lifting books left and right. You know, you're gonna go, you know, I got this freaking Shakespeare over here. I got this big, heavy freaking, you know, encyclopedia here. I'm gonna be reading all day. You know, then, yeah, lifting would probably make you intelligent, assuming you actually lifted the pages and, you know, turned them and stuff. But other than that, I don't think anyone's making the claim that lifting makes you smart, my dude. That being said, why are you acting like you can't do, like, you can lift and be a smart boy. Like, big smarts. You can have big brains and big guns. Oh, goodness, no, I can't say the G word. Darn it, YouTube.
I mean, it's like...
So much useless drivel and cope for why he doesn't lift. You can do both.
Cope for why he doesn't lift.
You can lift
Well
and still
said.
be highly intellectual. Even if being in great shape isn't necessary for the skill set for your career path, it's still probably worth doing because it's not a massive time investment for it. Lifting occasionally and eating better is not somehow going to ruin your chance of success and lead to you being broke and unable to...
Unless success means that you're going to get on that one show, My 500-Pound Life. In that case, it probably will ruin those chances.
Find a career path that makes more than 10K a month
P.S.
or whatever
Don't
the
make
fuck
that
you're
your
talking
goal.
about.
It's just
This
not
is
a smart
all
idea.
mental gymnastics to justify you personally not wanting to go to the gym. Just don't. But I don't understand the point in shitting in people who do. It's just so weird.
There's no excuse to why you can't make 10K a month. And honestly, you, like...
There's no excuse to why you can't make 10K a month. You hear that, disabled people? You hear that, minimum wage workers? You hear that, students who have who don't have 10 years of experience?
Like, life doesn't really start until $30,000 a month. And it's
Oh my goodness. Wow.
a bunch of videos about this.
I know a lot of people think this guy is rage baiting or playing a character, but I have good reason to believe that he is completely genuine. From everything I've seen from
You
him,
think
this
so?
really
A
does
human
seem to
like
be the way
that
he
can't
views the world.
exist,
He
dude.
proudly proclaims that life doesn't start till you're making...
That's like so in his own bubble that he's gonna start a bubblegum company, my dude. Like, it's... And the sticky part ain't sticky for reasons you want.
30K a month. and that there's absolutely no excuse for somehow making less than 10K a month. This is a guy who lost touch with reality long ago.
It's not what I'm talking about as far as protect. It's not about the physicality. It's about the fact of the matter that she needs to feel safe and protected in a nice home with a good financial situation, be able to raise kids.
I mean, yeah, you don't necessarily have to be buff, but you're gonna tell me that you're like, I'm just saying, I wouldn't hire like if I'm hiring a security guard, like I don't see a whole lot of like noodle-armed security guards. You get me? I'm just saying. Like, I haven't met a security guard that's like a noodle-armed dude, like bro, sif, or lady, like anything,
Have her own path and purpose. It's not about the physicality, okay? And also,
they've always been pretty small.
Money, you get a security team, okay? Now, I don't have one.
Guys, protection is not a physical thing. I can always hire a security team, so it is a physical thing. What do you mean? You have to, if you're talking about hiring a security team, because you can't protect them.
But all I'm saying there is that he wants to be and have her own path and purpose. It's not about the physicality, okay? And also, if you make enough money, you get a security.
Yes, I mean, no, you don't have to be super buff to protect someone. I'm just saying, the claims he's making are ridiculous.
Okay. Now, I don't have one, but all I'm saying there is that you use
the security
money to
detail.
give you extra freedoms.
So he made a point to say that if you're not making 6 figures a year, you need to break up with your girlfriend right now because he'll probably fucking steal her from you because he has more money, which means he can protect her and provide for her better than you can. He explains that the protecting thing wasn't about physicality, like physically being able to defend her from harm. It was being able to give her like a big house and shelter and financial freedom to spend money to go out with her friends and raise a kid.
Like, can you not do that if you go to the gym?
Now, I live in the real world where you don't need 6 figures to be able to provide a safe household like that to afford those kind of good things.
I vacation there every once in a while.
He's out there in fucking Narnia, Fantasyland, where apparently you need 6 figures for that. But regardless, what really stands out to me is his last claim, where when you're making a lot of money, you get a security team. That was a huge red flag. That sounded the alarms. The sirens blared that this guy is most likely a fraud and pretending he is fake. I'm lost on this one. Warehouse actually did look into hiring a full-time security team for the property.
Oh, so you actually got the numbers.
Outrageous expense. From all of the research I've done,
yeah,
on
I only
his
see
media
people
company,
like Johnny Depp and stuff with security guards.
His claims are accurate about
Eminem,
generating 9 figures
Eminem has
for his
security
clients.
guards.
The only place that's spouting those numbers are his websites, and he has fucking 3 of them. One of them hasn't been maintained in the last 3 years. All it does is drip feed fanfic about his upbringing, as well as 404 when you try and look up anything else about it. And underneath a documentary he made where he sucks his own dick, it's just this giant white page, just this void of emptiness. So there's no good information there, but on his other 2 websites, he does have claims that it's 9-figure generating. But as he mentions in his response, that doesn't mean he's worth 9 figures. From all of the numbers I can find online, and I always take these with a grain of salt, his net worth is between $3 to $6 million. If those numbers are even close to accurate, he himself couldn't afford a full-time security team. He owns what I do in Florida. If you wanted to hire just one full-time bodyguard for a property or whatever, you are looking at an expense of roughly $150K for one person. That's not even a full team. He would run out of money in like 2 years, perhaps. So it, to me, seems like he has no fucking clue what he's talking about. He's making it sound like this is a common purchase.
Yeah, it sounds to me like he's absolutely privileged in his bubble and has no concept of money.
People start making and they start getting a lot of money when it is not. This is something that's reserved only for like the highest.
Hey, bro, you need a security guard. I'll do it. I got you.
Large businesses.
You give me $150K a year, I'll fly to Florida.
Pretending. And making more than $10K a month doesn't enable you to magically protect her better.
If you see how he edits the video right there, he trimmed it because he knew what he was about to say was stupid.
Oh, come on. This is just cherry-picking nonsense. What are you talking about? You really have no argument that you have to cherry-pick tiny things like that? He made a cut. No one in the history of YouTube has ever cut a video.
That's the only time when he trimmed the video where he cut it.
This guy keeps getting better and better. You're hilarious, dude.
It's not important to make $10K a month when I know damn well with 12 million subscribers, he makes more than $10,000 a month.
So he would know. So he would know. He's experienced both ends, both sides of the picket fence, my dude.
It's hypocritical for him to say that because he has things behind him.
Is it hypocritical?
From what I can see, they're not cheap things.
No, they're not. Well, some of them are. In fact, he sells everything you see back there because that's his sports team back there. The hoodies and stuff, and the comic books on to the right of us, right on his left, is his comic book, his actual comic book.
Gotcha moment from him here, an astute observation. He noticed,
and I'm just assuming G Fuel gave him those fridges off a sponsorship or something,
bro.
But even if he did buy it, I mean,
videos. This isn't all just one take. Sometimes I actually do get videos in just like one full fucking take, but
do you
usually I don't. I'll fumble words. And that's when it gets
never been able to do that, bro.
I'll go back and explain things differently, say something else entirely. It's all very normal. I actually just did it. I'm not sure if you noticed.
I noticed because I'm amazing.
Uncommon. In the live stream, I can't do that. So yeah, all of that's one take. But I mean, you're in the space, right? Like you have to know how video editing works.
Yeah, but that doesn't help his argument, Penguin Zero, if he admits to that.
It's in video making. I don't know why he's trying to catch me on a cut and assuming that I was about to say that making 10K a month isn't important. And it's also not hypocritical either, if I was to make that point. You don't need to be making 10K a month to be happy. You just simply don't. Your whole personality is money. I lived the majority of my life without even imagining 10,000.
Yeah, that is true. If your entire personality is based off of how much money you make, I would assume, yeah, you would probably get sad when you don't have money because
dollars a month. And I was happy then too. Just as happy then as I am now. It's not a necessary, absolute must-have thing, and you're not a failure if you don't get $10,000 a month. Contrary
if
to
you're
the
sad with a Lamborghini, you're going to be sad. Rather, if you're sad without a Lamborghini, you're going to be sad inside a Lamborghini when you get it. Like, it's still going to be.
You don't. No, like, I can't believe anyone actually thinks that way.
That being said, I'd rather cry inside a Lamborghini than inside a busted-down vehicle.
What an outrageous claim to make. So, I wasn't going to say that, but I'll say it now. You don't need 10K a month in order to go to the gym, to have a loving relationship, to provide for your girlfriend, protect her, have a happy life, have happy kids. You don't
Whoa,
ever
Penguin Zero, calm down with your crazy claims here.
That level.
It's not a bad spot. I don't need a massive house with 18 fucking bedrooms.
You make it seem like you do, though. It's from your video.
That's a stupid financial investment, okay? The car is not.
A property maintains its value. In fact, especially how much money you put into it, you can increase in value, refinance, use that money for investments. However, a vehicle purchase is by far one of the most idiotic purchases you can make financially, because the very moment you drive off of the lot, you have just decreased the value of that vehicle. You will not convince me otherwise. This guy's a freaking moron if he genuinely believes a vehicle is a smart purchase. It doesn't matter how much joy or celebration or whatever a vehicle brings you. It is by far a far worse investment than the vast majority of investments you can make.
Because the car is for marketing. The car is something I enjoy. Houses are stationary. They don't move. Cars move, and I have fun with the wind in my face.
Yeah, houses are stationary, stable properties that you can hold on to. Yes, at the end of the day, the bank will screw everyone. There's no such thing as property being yours. Even when you pass away, the property will always be, in one way or another, sent over to the bank. Why? Because you now have to pay property taxes, and therefore, you can't afford those property taxes. Therefore, you sell it to the bank, and the bank starts the whole process all over again. Trust me, like, you gotta know some of this stuff. However, that's still a smarter decision because you can refinance or you could increase the value of your property. Whereas with a vehicle, there's absolutely no way to increase the value because it is a used vehicle the moment you drive it off the lot. And if you're telling me you can modify it, you try modifying a Lamborghini and get back to me and tell me what its freaking value is.
Finally, something reasonable here. I pointed out that his house
because I can guarantee you it will be worthless to anyone and everyone who knows anything about Lamborghinis.
He's all about flexing his cars, for example, and he defended it by saying that it's a nice spot, but he doesn't need.
In fact, it's so much so that even Lamborghini themselves is willing to sue certain people just to make them not modify the vehicles.
He doesn't want a lot of eyes on him, and all of that makes sense.
Because he quote unquote devalues the brand or whatever.
But then why doesn't that same line of logic apply to your McLaren
if I'm being
and
completely
your
honest.
supercars, your extremely expensive cars? He tries to say that the cars are for marketing. Why? Because you slap your Instagram handle on the back of one of them? I'm just going to hit you with the cold water and give you the truth. There has never been a single living, breathing human being that has seen a car with an Instagram handle on it that thought to themselves, wow, that piqued my interest. I can't wait to check out that Instagram account of that cool guy driving that car. 100% of the time, people write you
I'll be completely honest with you. I know I live here in California. Even when I see the hoonigan logo on a car, I just assume it's a poser. Because no hoonigan vehicle is being driven out in the public at rando. They're specifically getting like rivers and stuff and like renting it out from the city to make videos. No one believes you're an actual hoonigan car.
off as driving a cringe mobile. That is the worst marketing. It's like anti-marketing.
Yeah, never. Don't
Make
put a
people laugh at you.
freaking sticker.
But regardless, with the
Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I would absolutely be the kind of degenerate that would put an entire anime girl waifu rap on a Lamborghini because screw Lamborghini, screw the company. I'm totally down to do it. I don't care. I'd want to make them rage. However, you put an Instagram handle and it is just so freaking cringy on a freaking McLaren or whatever the
you're right.
frick
You
you're
don't
talking
need a
about.
big house.
McLaren,
Same way you didn't need those expensive
whatever.
cars. But you mentioned that you have fun with them. Well, I'd actually understand if you did have a mega mansion because it'd fall in line with what you were just talking about, where guys who don't make 6 figures a month need to break up with their girlfriends because they can't protect and provide. If you had a big house, you would be providing for your girlfriend, right? You mentioned that you have a girlfriend. I imagine she lives with you. You mentioned people live with you. Wouldn't getting a huge house pretty much be exactly what you preach? You're giving her a great place to be protected in, provided, afforded luxuries, raise a kid in. Like, that falls more in line with what you're saying than owning these worthless supercars. Like, that feels like it should be so much further down the list of priorities.
Yeah,
for
but
your
Penguin,
money.
that doesn't
Now,
help his
I completely
argument.
agree.
Come
You
on.
don't need a big house. But what you're not recognizing is that the way you're living your life in terms of like your house is exactly what I and everyone else with a brain is saying. That you don't need $30K a month to live a happy life. You don't need $30K a month to start living.
Yeah, he kind of
as you
is
claim.
undoing his
You
own
want a
argument,
big
actually,
house
now that I
right
think
now
about
with
it.
your girlfriend and whoever else that people could afford without $30K a month, and you are happy. And I imagine they are happy as well. So the life you are currently living contradicts the one that you are preaching about. You are living a lifestyle that is not $30K a month. You are living something that people can live right now without even coming close to that. And yet you're shitting on them if they don't reach it and shaming them for not making that kind of money.
Yeah, because he wants them to buy his whatever, his book or his program or his whatever. It's just another freaking Andrew Tate.
It's hypocritical, I would argue. I just wanted to mention that because I found it to be the most interesting component here. I ended up going through more of the video here than I planned on. I just found the whole thing to be just kind of fascinating in a way, so I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, and that's about it. So, yep.
Oh, man, dude. That is hilarious. Good, great response. It was just funny. Let me see what people are saying. They don't play nice, so his muscles. Being strong is useless. I want to fight you. I love how wholesome you are, Charlie. Oh, compliments. We don't do that here. You brought this guy to so much attention, and this is how he thanks you. I think I speak for a ton of us when I say I have no idea what this guy existed until your video. It's pretty true. Oh, goodness. That was hilarious. I'm freaking... okay. We did a like. Ooh, what's this? Final Fantasy 15 Stormblood Mountain Tank Mount Farming. Okay, King Diaz Gaming. Alrighty, my dude. Let's get back to some gameplay. That was freaking funny. I just wanted to get a laugh in. Oh, goodness. Here, let me switch back over.